In today's prayer, we're asking my guardian angels and spirits of those that we're seeking today, the separation and the dissolution of their marital status, physically and or spiritually, if willingly. We ask the gods in the heavens to pray among us and let us protect those that are needed to be protected in today's well-being. We ask that we separate and divorce these people for their goodwill and for their journey here in the physical life and in the spiritual life. Everyone, I am Margot, tarot reader, and today we are doing a separation ritual. It is only a very slight percentage of the ritual that is being taken place. It has been pampered through certain days prior to today's recording and previous to the recording as well. I've called on to the angels of the heaven and earth and our saints and our gods, creator, to give us the right direction to move forward in what we are seeking today. So I am going to do the separation of these two people for their goodwill. If you can see, I am covering their faces. So I love when I do this type of ritual, especially when we have pictures of them. It symbolizes including their union. It is perfect to be used when we are trying to separate someone. If you're interested in a reading, consultation, and or ritual or spell, email me at margourtarotreader gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Let me just say this, that not all rituals are the best. Not all the rituals is the precise for the clients. So therefore, a reading must be done prior to see the energies, and if it is helpful to do or manifest a ritual for who you're asking for, even if it's for you or someone else. If it feels to you that this is negative, well, in a way it is. But at certain degree, we have to go there. At certain degree, we have to, for the sake of the journey physically and spiritually, for those seeking this help, must be done. And for those, especially if there are children involved. Okay? And also, especially if the one person does not know that they're being under the darkness of entities, people, and places and things. Okay? I say this because, yes, we can do all kinds of rituals, just about anything or for anyone. Okay? Yes, there are times that you will be denied of the ritual because it's not for me to do and it's not advised by the guides for your best interest. So therefore, as I have before, I will continue to decline rituals depending on the circumstances, okay? Prior to starting this ritual for this client, we've tried different things to be on the best outline for this people, because we wanted to go in the narrative of goodwill being, with a good content of trying to see if there's a possible change for this client, for their best interest. First, we try to see if there's a possibility for their energy to shift and change. And we did try that. And in any type of ritual that you do, you certainly do bring out the best or worst of the people, okay? And it sometimes, and most of the time, is because when they're being dominated by negative entities, negative energy, negative vibration, or dominions, then it's your body has a certain reaction to the ritual, depending on the ritual that is being taken place, and they intend to attach to the physical body. So therefore, it becomes more possessive at times, okay, before they detach or let go. Can it be worse? Can it be escalated? Absolutely. You if you are working with someone that has been in negative vibration or demonized with negative entities, um, it's anything is possible. It is what it is. Anything is possible. Okay. Um, Let me put the pictures upside down. Anything is possible. And so therefore, for myself, that is, I invoke to the higher grounds, to the higher spirits, to our creator, and to our God, and to our angels. And I invoke who must be invoked in order to proceed, in order to be protected, thyself, me, and the clients, and whoever, whatever it is that we're doing. Okay. Um, what else do I need to say to you? I say this, and so therefore we are just going to continue with it. I will, once I'm done with this, I have other things to do, and yes, it's not a one punch ritual. There are many and thousands that can be done in that way, but not in the aspect that I do my work, because depending on the longevity of the person's energy, um, their vibration, and so forth, you have to find a way to get to that energy, which is the spirit or the person itself or both. And you have to have that patience, that virtue, that intention, and also pamper the energies, whether it's a good ritual or a bad ritual. It is how I work. Um, and as you can see, it is a minor preview of the ritual, minor things that contain on the rituals. It looks simple to you, but trust me on when I say that um, the energies are never simple, are never simple when we are working with certain things. Okay. Um, it could be a life threat, including at times. Okay. Um, so yes, as you can see, I have certain things here, but it's not all that is going to be used on this beautiful ritual. And I say beautiful because any ritual I manifest and or do, it is a beauty. The energies to interact with the client's spirit, the guides, and so forth, it is a magnificent energy to do so, as it is when we do our own reading. Um, I always tell my client, you never know what will be in the process of the reading, or who may even come in from our loved ones, whether it's the past life, this life, or after. And it's a beautiful thing. So if you never experience a personal reading with me, do email me and get yours. Find out what's out there for you or for anyone that you want to know about. Um, and if you want to connect with a loved one on the other side, absolutely, we'll do the best that we can. And I say we will do the best because there is no guaranteed in anything when it comes to the spiritual realm. We can only have that trust in the higher self and those that are manifesting whatever it is that you're seeking from. You understand? Why? Because I'm only the vessel that is being used to the process of the energies. I am not God itself. I have not even the percentage of one of Jesus. So only Jesus himself and the Holy Mary can come forth to me and direct me as they do at times. So that is why I say a certain that is why I do not claim a timing of certain things. I can give you an outline, but even if I know, I can't, because your energy might shift and change, lower vibration, higher vibration. The people's energy might change and vibrate, and because the higher self sees that arrangement being shifted and changed, so therefore they can realign your path as well. So there are rituals that you can do to realign yourself in direction of where you're seeking to. Those manifestations are out there to be taken for. And if you are in a positive attitude, they will come about. Trust me on that. They will come about. So if you trust what you're seeing, what you're hearing, if you trust that person that is doing what they're doing for you, it's a trust to not me, but to your own self, to your own guides, to your own guardian angels, to your own guided self, created self. It is a trust between two spirits and two souls. Do you understand? And that's what it gives us the motivation and the tribute to understand and align ourselves in what direction that we're doing certain things and where we're heading to that success. Okay. Um, so as I have this here, I've already made a prayer as I stated. So I will, as of now, as you see this, am doing the cutaway. And I'm trying not to show, because some people can get very emotional based on this, okay? And I am, as you can see, making sure that my scissors are hot. By the higher good and the power within me, invested by the higher self and our Creator, I ask you. The power invested in me, I call unto the universe and the heavens to, at this very moment, detach and separate and divorce, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Ooh, it is hot. At this very moment, by the power and visit of the gods and of the heavens, I beautiful. I love it. So I am going to do certain things. Let me put this one here. Okay. I may put a pause and come back, or I may not. I don't know yet. Okay. It is what it is. I'm being guided to do certain things, and that's how I'm moving forward. So I want to project my feelings and my results toward who I'm working to or for. And so I'm going to direct that more to one of these people and not the other. Okay. And why is that? Because I am trying to protect more one entity, one energy than the other. Okay. So can I protect both? Yes. Or none? Yes, if you're asking. But I will also tell you this. I work for the best interest of what is being said to me by the higher self and also of my clients. My clients will always come first, no matter what. And if the energies and guides are guiding me something else, something different, then I have to not question, but analyze the situation in a different way, in a different form. So when I do a ritual, it is so very important for me to understand the direction that the guides are giving me to go forth in the type of ritual that needs. Okay, so there are hundreds and thousands of rituals that are similar but never alike. Why? Because our energy are never the same. Okay, so when I go in silence, it is when I am doing my own prayer that has not been disclosed and will never be disclosed, probably unless I write a book, and it can be done later on after I pass. But other than that, it is not for anyone's purpose but thyself. Okay. We ask. Ooh, steaming. Ooh, I'm loving this. All right, that beauty. If I do get pinched from one, I have to start all over again from the very, very, very beginning. Okay. I have to do certain things that are not appropriate for the video itself, so I will continue this, okay? And I want to say thank you again to all of you for taking the time to watch. Please share, like, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Trust and believe you are being guided by your own higher self to come forth, and it is to find answers for what you're seeking, questions of, or understanding of, or anything that you are needing physically and spiritually. I am here to help you in any way that I am able to in your journey, physically and spiritually. Again, I'm Margot, Tarot Reader. Email me at margotyourtarotreader@gmail.com. Facebook, Margot, your tarot reader. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Love and light to you and to yours. Um, if anything that you are questioning, email me and ask me. Okay? Um, I have blocked the comments, and why is that? Because there's too many negativity out there, so we're going to keep it positive. Even though this does not feel or look positive, you have to understand that not everyone is in the same page in the way of feeling or thinking. Unfortunately, sometimes we have to go there to meet that energy in order to combat it and save. If we have to save lives, then we have to find any way that you can, at the very least, try to find that peace, that healing. At the very least, find a way to protect yourself and your loved ones. It is the very least that you can do. And if it needs to go within the spiritual side, why not? There are so many people nowadays that are suffering mental issues, and we do not understand why. Probably and most likely it is because their spirit are going through a transition. It may be temporarily, but it can also be that your spirit is going under attachment and denial and frustration and attachment to something, someone that does not want to be in or being forced to, and that is considered to be a voodoo, a spell, or a ritual of some kind, negativity or whatnot. So yes, if anyone has ever not had a cleansing physically and spiritually, I highly recommend it. And if you have, repeat it every now. So depending on how you're sensing yourself, how you're feeling yourself, um, it just depends on your circumstances, of course. You may need a light spiritual cleansing or heavy one. If it's your first time, that it will take number of probably at least two the most to begin within a month process. But it just depends on your energy, on your personal situation. Okay, let me I apologize. Let me finish. As I was trying to explain, oof, I'm being directed to different entity here. Okay, so let's just close it off. Again, I apologize, everyone, if any way you felt you, how do I put this? Sometimes we browse around in channels, to look at spirit rituals or anything that you're looking in when it comes to the metaphysic world, the spiritual world. Um, if this is not, if this is something that you do not want to be a part of, absolutely you cannot. Just don't watch the channel. Period. Um, but just I want to say that if you are here and it's your first time and you happen to be looking at today's ritual, um, there has to be something within your life that is troubling you, that is stumbling into wondering and questioning, or maybe someone that you know of is struggling, in their physical life, uh, physically and spiritually, and you're wondering why. So there's always a reason and a purpose why we are being guided in the direction that we are. Okay, and so just to ask question, it is to be a wise person. So ask away, email me and ask whatever it is that you need to ask. I may not return your emails right off the back, again, because I do have a hectic schedule. And so, but you will be replied, okay? It just takes time, but you will be replied. If you're interested in a personal reading, so I do also have, a 3 to 5 days process reading that you need to schedule. And if you're seeking for an emergency reading within the next 48 hours, there's also an ability for that. It's an extra fee, but it's there. And we do readings through my channel, where you will get your video recorded through Messenger video chat if you need it as well. We also do it in person, but in person it's more costly, but at the same time it takes a longer time to get booked. Okay. And yes, I receive clients from all over the world in all kinds of degrees, from the highest to the lowest. So there is no discrimination on your ethnicity, religion, etc. Okay. And why is that? Because one of the reasons why I do what I do is because it's all about your spirit, not what the transition is that you're going through in this earthly world, in your physical vessel, which is your body. Okay. Love is love, soul is soul, and believe it or not, we are all from one sense, from one creation. Okay, so it does not define you in the way that you may think. And if you are also having some type of disconnection of your beliefs, that can be another topic that we can discuss, because again, in my channel, if you are new, you will understand a lot as you go and check it out. It is not just about predictions and rituals. It is about understanding our soul, our journey in this world, and where we come from, where we are, where we're going in the after. It is very important to understand that reincarnation does exist. It is very much so liable. And we are part of that. We are part of that journey. We are part of it. And to understand ourselves more, it's to align ourselves more physically as well and spiritually. To understand, why is it that I feel this, that I see this, that I sense this? Why is it that I'm going through this, or so and so? It is to find out within ourselves. And so that is why I'm here to help you. Ask away, and now obviously we can do a spiritual reading for you, a physical reading for you, or both or all. And we can understand more about you. And when I say we, it is thyself and the spirit, the higher self. Okay? Love and light to you and to yours. Thank you.